Waste of metal. Junkyard. Decepticons! Source of energon hidden on this planet. The void could lead us to it.
Hey, this is TRM Plays, back for another video of the Amazing Studio Series number 13, Megatron, Revenge of the Fallen. This Megatron, he's been through a lot. I mean, I've had him for quite some time actually. He is number 13, and he is one of the older releases of the Studio Series line. And I have done a review on him on this channel, but it is going to get remade into the new format that I've done. I'm going to eventually do that with every one of my other videos, but they will go by views of lowest to highest. So, but other than that, this is Megatron, you guys. He looks really detailed, as you can tell. I mean, everything on him is really nice. They have his jetpack on there, all nicely, little turrets there. His face sculpt, oh my goodness. He stares at you with pure chaos and intent of kill in his eyes. His legs, look at those treads. They are really well done on him. I really like how they did those. And then, again on this other leg. So good. They done him really well, and he's really poseable. I really like how I can pose this guy. He's really nice. But yeah, accessories. He has all of his accessories built into him. So he has this blade on him, and it's a really nice blade. It's really well detailed. If you guys cannot tell, it's really detailed, both sides. Has a little posable thumb here that you can move. It's kind of cool. Then if you flip that blade back and to his fusion cannon, oh man, that looks really nice. I like how they did that cannon. And then if you look right into that barrel, it looks really well there too. Looks really nice. I mean, detail on him is really well. They did really good detail on this, guys. So, his articulation, obviously I've shown you probably pretty much, but I'll go through it. His head does a full 360 swivel. Does a great look up and a pretty good well down movement too. Pretty good everything on his head. He can bob. His arms can go out that far. His shoulder can spin, as you guys can tell. His bicep can spin. He has a really well over 90-degree band at that elbow. And that's it for that arm. But for articulation on weapons, as you guys can tell, he has his blade. And it looks really well. Put that away, put his arm down. And then for this other side on articulation, pretty much the same thing. So you can spin this around, move that up and down, and then bicep twist. Then it goes to his fingers here. Some finger movement here, some finger movement here, so you can have him kind of go grab someone, or just freaking go claw someone, or whatever you want to do for your desire on Megatron for his devilish X. To his legs now, he has really good, he has some interesting knees, but his knees, they do this, and he can kick really well, and he has ankle rock there, and then he has thigh turn, and his legs can go out that far, forward and backward. Really good range of motion on those legs, so he can nearly go right into Optimus's face, breaking off his mask and him falling to the ground in pure agony. But there he is. That's his articulation for Megatron. Megatron here on his posability. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. As you could tell, I literally posed him in one of the greatest poses just a minute ago. But I mean, other than articulation, that's everything on his articulation. Let's go into transforming him into his Cybertronian movie tank form that we saw in the film. So what you want to do first of his tank form, you want to take these arm hinges here and hinge out, and they will go forward like that. Then you want to kind of move his head straight, then get to his backpack here, lift this out of the way, lift that up, and lift this up, and that'll review his cannon. And then you want get all those situated there, and then kind of move these arms out of the way, and just up, just wherever. Then to these legs, you want to have them all the way out, and in here there's a slider joint, so you just want to switch that down, and that'll lock this mechanism in place. And then see, those will be his treads, and that'll be his front. So right here is very kind of complicated, so you'll need to kind of hinge that knee joint up, hinge that down, as you can tell, flip this just kind of down for now, then this is down, just literally just down like that, and it'll cover up pretty much everything. And then on this other side, do that same thing, down, switch, fold, and go. There you go. Pretty good there. And you can put his kneecaps back down. And over here now, you want to take his legs and literally dehinge him from his whole body. And now he looks like a weirdo. Like, what is this thing? I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's go over here. Now his arms here can go in, and there are going to be pegs here on his arms. One here, this peg will peg into there, and trying to find the peg hole on this thing. That peg hole there will then go into an inverted peg there. So what you will want to do now is flip everything inside this cavity, and then find your peg holes, find where everything goes. There's also a peg hole here on his arm, so you just kind of want to fold that arm around, peg that in. That's pretty good on that one side, and then same thing on this side, flip. Then, oh, we saw that. peg hole wherever it went. Oh, right there. Then you want to fold in and peg that into place. And that's pretty roughly front. And then you want to take his head, point it forward. Just, I don't know why he wants to look at the front of him while he's driving, but we don't ask about that. But so now you want to flip, nope, not that way. You want to flip those around to where on the bottom here it looks like everything is aligned. So kind of move that over, make sure they are aligned, and do that same thing over on this side. Make sure it's all aligned, making it flush and swift. And then you want to flip them over to where those sides are on the top. And then you want to fold there and make that go down. And in here, this is kind of a hard part because they're pretty hidden with their pegs on his legs. But see, there's a peg hole here, and then over here there should be a peg hole somewheres. Right there. That will go into here. So make sure that's down, and then you want to make sure that is all aligned, and then you peg. It'll be difficult because it has to situate itself, but then once you get that done, gonna do whatever the heck think feels good about it, and then keep everything up. Do that same thing over here on his other side. You know where those pegs and holes are. Just want to get it all in one place. It's kind of difficult because you... There it goes. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, these tend to fall off pretty often with my figure. I don't know if it's mold or just my copy, but then you want to fold those down and make them flat. Make them as flat as you can get them. And these legs are gonna pop out of place because they literally are held in by one tiny bitty witty peg. Make those in. Oh, that feels nice. And fold those hands down and fold those things up to kind of cover his face. You don't want to reveal he's Megatron too much. Then you want to fold this cannon back and flush it down in. Make it look more flush and unique. And then that peg that I showed you on his fusion cannon, that was a mistake for something else. You find that peg hole and it should go in very clearly. There it is. And you just gotta, there, maybe. If Megatron wants to get over his stage of being the warlord he is, he can cooperate today. He's a bit of a nutso. That peg is really hard to get into place just because everything else. But I mean, other than that, his tank mode is really good. Like, okay. But that, you guys, is a Megatron tank mode. Cybertronian. And everyone, that is Megatron in his delightful tank form. That's him, and he looks really stellar. I really like how they did this tank. Makes it look like it from the movie. He always had this face thing. If you look at the scene, well, he comes to attack Optimus, you see his face kind of just sitting there right under his tank barrel. But it's kind of hard to see because since he shoots at him and it's like blinding his eyes, but and blinding everybody else from seeing the creepy face within. But that's Megatron. He looks really cool, and really cool, and really cool. And then if you want to just have a little gimmick, you can have his blade out and go, yeah, and just kind of trip someone, and then there, he killed someone. But yeah, that's him in his delightful take form. Yeah, that's it. So, on our Thrust giveaway, today is the last day for him, and tomorrow is Wednesday, and that will be our 2-week mark. So, after that, I will have officially closed the giveaway, and we cannot get him. We did not reach 50, which is a bummer, but it's okay. We did go up quite a bit though. We're at 37, you guys, and I'm pretty proud. You guys are really good supporters of my channel, and you know what? I'm glad you guys are. Keep up the good work, you guys, and you know what? I hope some more of you people drop in. But yeah, everything else is good. And you know what? This has been a really good video and review on Megatron. Everything on him is amazing. This is TRM Plays, wishing you all a nice rest of your day, and signing off. Peace out.
Soundwave acknowledges.